What's going on, everybody? I'm just gonna do a little different kind of video today. And today I want to give you guys my top 10 QBs with the strongest arms. Yep, not the top 10 best QBs, but the top 10 QBs with the strongest arms in the NFL. At number 10, it's kind of hard for me, but I'm gonna say Blake Bortles from the Jaguars. He hasn't played much, but in his preseason games, he was throwing some lasers. And I know you guys might be saying, well, coming out of college, they said that he didn't have an arm, but I think the NFL scouts and NFL strength and conditioning coaches and whatnot have helped him get his arm strength up because he looks like he's got a cannon. At number nine, I'm gonna go with Andrew Luck. The guy has a cannon. He's a beast. Sometimes I think he puts too much touch on the ball, and that's why you see balls float and whatnot. But nonetheless, he's got a cannon, and that's great. Number nine. Excuse me, number eight. I'm gonna go with RG3. The only reason I'm saying that is because coming out of college, I know that they said RG3 had a stronger arm than Andrew Luck, and he was better at the deep ball than Andrew Luck. And I think that's kind of true. I think there's a little more zip on RG3's passes, but RG3's not playing right now, so that's not really gonna help him. Number seven, I'm gonna go with Cam Newton from the Panthers. He's got a cannon. He does pretty well in the pocket. The thing about him is that he scrambles, not a lot, but he scrambles quite a bit. And so a lot of his passes, he can't really showcase his arm strength out of the pocket much. And then number six, I believe it is. I'm gonna go with Ben Roethlisberger from the Steelers. Big Ben. We all know he's got a strong arm. He's played so many years. We've seen him throw 50-yard bombs, 60-yard bombs. No big deal. He's got a cannon, and he's number six on my list. Number four. Number five. Sorry, I keep messing up my numbers. This is where we start getting into the top five, and I truly feel anybody in the top five could be placed anywhere in the top five. This guy I'm about to name at number five, you might say he's really number one or number two, but this is who I think. Uh, I think that at number five. I'll go with Colin Kaepernick. Everybody knows he played baseball before, and he really, in my opinion, I think he puts the most velocity on his passes. But if we're gonna talk about arm strength, I feel that there's a couple guys that have stronger arms than him. Not to say he doesn't have a strong arm. He's got a cannon. He can throw it far. But if we were doing a velocity ranking, he would be number one by far. There's nobody in the NFL that puts more velocity on their passes. When compared to Kaepernick. Period. All right, number four. I'm gonna go with. All right, I'm gonna go with Aaron Rodgers at number four. Uh, Everybody knows he's got a cannon. Apparently, he can break receivers' fingers and whatnot. Apparently, if his receivers don't angle their hands properly, they'll be breaking fingers. Is what they say, especially when it gets cold up there. Sometimes they can't tell if their hands are numb after catching it. He lasers it. So that's good for him. Number two, or number three, sorry, I'm going to go with Jay Cutler from the Bears. Actually, in my opinion, I think that we saw his arm a lot when he was in Denver. and we see it. We're also starting to see it a lot with the Bears when he's throwing those deep balls to Marshall, but he's got a cannon. Number two, I'm gonna go with Cool Joe, Joe Flacco from the Ravens. Um, you know, some guys might have him at number one. I remember when he was coming out of the draft, they did like this little like mini combine thing that ESPN put together. It was not the official combine. It was him, Matt Ryan, and a couple other quarterbacks in that draft, and they were just doing a couple drills, like throwing the ball as far as you can, and whatnot. And I remember Flacco throwing it over 80 yards or something like that when he came up, which is by far the farthest. I think Matt Ryan's was like 67 yards, if I remember correctly. This was a couple years ago, so I mean, I don't know how I'm remembering this, but for some reason that's stuck in my mind. And now, for number one, um, I don't think I don't think this is unexpected. But here's my number one, Matthew Stafford from the Lions. Um, this dude has more than a cannon. I don't know what you would call what he has. This guy can just flick his wrist and the ball will go like 50 yards. I'm not even joking. Uh, I mean, it's ridiculous how much of a cannon he has. But I mean, I mean, I guess he needs that cannon to throw those deep balls to Johnson. But man, he's definitely got a cannon. If you guys play Madden, he's got like 99 throw power and whatnot. So he's definitely deserving of it. And he's definitely, in my opinion, I think he's got the strongest arm in the league. But yeah, guys, those are my top 10 QBs as far as arm strength goes. Let me know what you guys think. I know you guys probably might disagree with a couple, which is fine, but post what you would disagree with in the comments below. Or if you agree, hey, great. Like the video and give me a thumbs up and say I agreed in the comments. That works too. I'm perfectly fine with that. But thanks, guys. If you want me to do another one of these videos, let me know. Thanks. Take care.